So, you're going about your life minding your own business. Maybe you're enjoying a peaceful walk in the park, soaking in the sunshine and the fresh air. Or perhaps you're at the local farmer's market, juggling oranges and having a bit of fun with the vibrant fresh produce. Maybe you're at home in your backyard, trying to teach your cat some new tricks, like how to say mama, just for the fun of it. Suddenly, out of nowhere, your body decides to throw a curveball. A neurological curveball that you never saw coming. Welcome to the wacky and unpredictable world of multiple sclerosis, or MS for short. It's like stepping into a surreal, whimsical scene where nothing makes sense. MS is like that friend who shows up unannounced, rearranges your furniture, and then leaves you with the mess to clean up. It's disruptive and confusing. It's an autoimmune disease where your immune system, in a bizarre case of mistaken identity, attacks the protective covering of your nerves, causing all sorts of chaos. Think of it as your immune system launching a full-scale assault on its own zip codes. Not cool, right? It's like a civil war within your body. This can lead to a whole host of neurological symptoms, from dizziness and fatigue to more severe issues like loss of coordination and vision problems. Some days you feel like you can conquer the world, standing triumphantly on a hilltop, full of energy and optimism. Other days, even the simplest tasks, like climbing a few stairs, feel like an insurmountable challenge, leaving you exhausted and frustrated. The good news: there are treatments available. Medical advancements have made it possible to manage the symptoms and improve quality of life. And trust me, the journey to finding the right treatment is an adventure in itself. It's a path filled with determination, hope, and resilience. Let's talk about your immune system, shall we? In a perfect world, it's the valiant knight protecting your body from invaders. But with MS, it's more like that knight got a little too enthusiastic and started attacking the castle walls. So what's a person to do? Well, you call in the reinforcements, of course. Doctors can prescribe medications to try and calm down your overzealous immune system. These medications are like the diplomatic envoys, sent to negotiate a truce in the war against your own body. Now, when you're having an MS flare-up, it's like someone hit the fast-forward button on your symptoms. This is where steroids come in. Yes, those steroids. But before you start picturing yourself bench-pressing a small car, let's clarify. These steroids are like the emergency responders of the MS world, rushing in to put out the fire of inflammation. They work quickly to reduce inflammation and shorten the duration of your flare-up. They're not a long-term solution, but they can be a lifesaver when your body decides to wage war on itself. Section 4. DMTs, a quirky cast of characters. Once the flare-up has calmed down, it's time to bring in the big guns, disease-modifying therapies, or DMTs for short. DMTs are like the long-term peacekeeping force, working to prevent future attacks and keep your immune system in check. There are a whole bunch of different DMTs out there, each with its own personality quirks and side effects. It's like a pharmaceutical dating game. You have to try a few duds to find the one that's right for you. Section 5. Side effects. The party crasher. Side effects. They're like those unknown people who show up at your party, unannounced and unwelcomed. The people that always seem to show up at the worst possible time. You know, when you're just starting to enjoy yourself. Some side effects are just minor annoyances, like a mosquito buzzing in your ear, or a tiny itch that won't go away. Like injection site reactions. Think itchy red bumps that make you look like you lost a fight with a swarm of mosquitoes. They're irritating but manageable. Others can be a bit more memorable. They might catch you off guard and leave a lasting impression. But hey, it's all part of the MS adventure, right? Every twist and turn adds to the journey. Just remember, laughter is the best medicine. It helps you cope with the unexpected and keeps your spirits high. Except, of course, when you're actually supposed to be taking your actual medicine. Then it's crucial to follow your prescribed regimen. Then, maybe stick to water. Hydration is key, and it helps you stay on track with your treatment. Section 6. Living with MS, a Comedic Balancing Act. Living with MS is a lot like trying to juggle chainsaws while riding a unicycle on a tightrope. It's a constant balancing act that requires immense focus and determination. It's challenging, unpredictable, and occasionally terrifying. You never know when the next wobble might come, and it can feel like the ground is always shifting beneath your feet. But it's also an opportunity to learn some impressive new skills, metaphorically speaking, of course. You might discover strengths you never knew you had, and develop a resilience that surprises even yourself. Please don't try this at home. Seriously, leave the chainsaw juggling to the professionals. There are going to be good days and bad days. Days when you wake up feeling like you can take on the world, and days when just getting out of bed feels like an Olympic event. Days when you feel like you can conquer the world, when every step feels like a victory, and every challenge is just another mountain to climb. And days when you'd rather just stay in bed with a good book and a cup of tea, or maybe something a little stronger, depending on the day. It's all about finding that balance and giving yourself grace. The most important thing is to find humor in the absurdity of it all. Laughter can be a powerful tool, helping to lighten the load and bring a sense of normalcy to the chaos. Because, let's face it, when life hands you lemons, you might as well make lemonade. Or at least try to find a way to make the best out of a sour situation. Or, a lemon meringue pie. Sometimes, a little sweetness can go a long way in making things better. Or a lemon-shaped stress ball to throw at the wall when no one's looking. Whatever helps you cope, embrace it. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. There are countless others who understand what you're going through and can offer support and camaraderie. There are millions of people around the world living with MS, and we're all in this together. Sharing our experiences and supporting each other can make a world of difference. And hey, at least we'll always have a good story to tell at parties. Stories of resilience, humor, and the incredible strength it takes to keep going, no matter what.